Greetings everyone, this is Vaza here, and welcome to Colony, a Midnight Synergy retro Windows game. The game, the game is pretty simple. It's kind of similar to Othello. You have your game pieces, you can move them by 1 square, you can jump them by 2 squares, and your goal is to convert as many of your opponent's pieces to yours as possible. Or just, have as many pieces as possible. Here's a showcase of how the game works. I'm doing post commentary because I tried to do live commentary and it was not the most successful thing, but anyway. Here I will showcase how you can jump your piece. If you jump your piece, you do not duplicate them. And of course, if you land your piece near opponent pieces, you convert them over to your color. The one with more pieces by the end of the game is the winner. Simple enough. Anyway. Why am I playing this game, you might be asking yourself? Well, here's where a little story time comes in. So, I was reminiscing about various old games that I used to play as a child on the old computers. I was searching them up by names, and for certain ones that I couldn't remember by name, I tried searching them up by descriptions instead. But at some point I ran into a brick wall and I couldn't quite figure out what the game that I was thinking of was called, and I couldn't find any images or videos or anything. It got to the point where I even fucking asked ChatGPT. It didn't give me too much good info. It gave me some good info. It even introduced me to a website called mobygames.com, which is apparently a retro game archive. Not even retro game, but just like all games archival website. I say all, but it has lots of empty spots with no games. I found specific games that were just straight up missing when I tried to search them up. I tried searching that website pretty thoroughly and I could not find the games I was thinking of. I also did try adding one of my own games, and apparently the waiting period is like anywhere between 1 day and 6 months, which is like, okay, I guess the website is fucking dead. I assume the waiting period is like based on the entire history of the website, which means I'm going to wait forever. I also did try looking for certain videos on YouTube, some smaller YouTube channels, but I ran into the same problem. I scrolled through so many videos and I found some interesting things, but also I found not the games that I was looking for. Anyway, eventually I kind of gave up on the search and instead decided that, you know what? The old computer where the games were that I play them on is still around somewhere. Actually, it was right nearby, so I was like, you know what? It's right here. I can plug it in, I can find the games again, right? So I did exactly that. And it worked. The computer still turns on after all of these years, which is pretty cool. So then I had access to all of the names of the games. I found them in all the folders of my games folder. And then I started searching them up by names and I searched for the images and the videos just so I can have them around. But then at some point I ran into an issue where there were like barely any screenshots of the game and just straight up no videos of the game whatsoever. This game was one of them. I tried searching it up on YouTube and all I found was one singular video that was made by the same developers, but it was like reskinned into a more beautiful, less scary-ish type game, like compared to this. And the comments said that this game might be missing, which is kind of weird because I actually found this game still very much available on the official Midnight Synergy website. And this game fucking runs on Windows 10, which is a surprise to me because like this game is fucking ancient and I don't know why it's still running on computers like this, but you know what? I'll take it. Granted, of course, this game isn't... This version of the game that I'm playing isn't from the official download page. I actually took this game straight from the old computer by carrying it over. I had to do something. I had to do some actions though in order to make that happen. So I tried connecting my external hard drive to it, but it didn't recognize it. I also tried connecting it to the internet via cable, but the computer probably did not have the correct LAN card or something. Anyway, eventually, thanks to a little bit of AI asking, I figured out what the problem was. Oh yeah, this level. So in this level in particular, the red one does fucking nothing and the blue one is hyper aggressive, so watch out. Anyway, back to my story. Where was my story again? Oh yeah. So I tried connecting my external hard drive to the computer and it didn't connect, and then eventually I figured out why thanks to ChatGPT. Apparently old computers, Windows 98 was not supposed to be compatible with external hard drives because that was not really a thing back then. It became a thing during Windows 98 2nd edition, which just so happened to be something that I have, which is nice. But it required me to do a certain action first, because it still didn't recognize it, so I had to put native USB drive installer something rather onto a CDR, and I couldn't just like put it on the CDR, I had to burn it onto the CDR the old-fashioned way, which still exists in Windows, which is pretty cool. And then I had to put that CD into the old computer, run that, restart and all that, and then after all the procedures, it connected. My hard drive also had to be of a specific storage type, which it already was, so that was already good. And after that, I could just literally transfer all files over. So this is literally the exact version of Colony as was on my computer. So, I don't know exactly what the differences are. Probably one of the differences is the fact that the game crashes in the final level because the score tied. This is still the demo version though, not the full version, and even if I wouldn't play the full version on this, because I just don't particularly care. I wouldn't even play the full demo, because I'm just... So the main reason why I'm even recording this and posting it is because of archival purposes. Because this game is so old and there's like no video of it that exists on YouTube, so I just want to have at least one video over. If you want to see the full game for yourself, it is still available, both the demo and the... You can also buy the full version if you really want. I don't know why you would, but it is a thing. You can buy it if you want. I will post a link in the description as well, so you can download it and play it yourself if you so want. Anyway, I got access to a whole bunch of games, and this is one of them, and yeah, that's basically the reason why I'm playing it. And like I said, I'm just recording this for the sake of archival. I don't know, maybe someone will find this to be special enough. Maybe someone finds this interesting for one reason or another. Anyway, I can probably talk about the game now. So the first couple of levels, 4, 5 levels, 4 levels probably, were pretty simple and straightforward. This particular level gave me a little bit of problems because I don't know what the meta is, or not meta, but like what is the optimal play. Like I have no idea what optimal play in this game even entails. I'm not sure whether playing it defensively or aggressively is better. Sometimes it feels like aggressive play is better, sometimes just having a defensive start is nice. Just so you can kickstart your economy, your ball economy. I do legitimately wonder what like the game theory behind optimal play here would be. I wanted to try to figure that out using like MS Paint or something. I haven't seen any other game try to replicate exactly what this game is doing, which is funny. This game feels like it has a lot of complexity, you know? I'm pretty sure this game isn't like as complex as chess or something, but it certainly does seem to hold a lot of potential. I would love to see someone try to recreate this game in a modern era. I think when I played this as a child, this level right here, the final level that I got to in this video, was also the final level that I managed to get to as a child. I couldn't get past this. I played this game when I was like really young, so I didn't fully know exactly much about optimal play or anything. Also, yeah, as you may have noticed, between some of these levels, the score at the top right did reset, and the reason why is because I got my ass handed to me in a couple of those levels. Because, yeah, I still have no idea what the exact optimal play is. The main thing that I was trying to look out for when playing this is, I tried looking for potential of big nukes. Just trying to get 3 of them converted at once or something. 3 of them converted at once. I try to jump as little as possible. And I also just try to... Another big thing I feel like is nice to try to look out for is just generally looking to set certain boundaries or lines or something. Like right here, I'm gonna try to prevent advancement from the left side. So now my main goal is to set things up in such a way so that I can just completely cut off both the left side and the right side of my opponent's side. So that way I can stop them from getting any more ground. Generally speaking, if you can prevent your opponent from doing moves, that seems to end well on your side. And now the left side is completely blocked off. Now I tried to do my best as I could to block off the right side, but I completely failed. I don't know why I did that specific move. I should have played probably more aggressively rather than defensively, because like, what am I doing? I thought this was it right here until I learned about that, and then from this point onwards I tried being strategical, but this just doesn't work. Like, it almost works, but not really. And now my opponent is advancing. I try to bounce back a little bit to get some stuff going, but it's just my opponent is breaking through. I do like how my opponent's game pieces also look like tiny little gremlins or little, almost like zerglings from StarCraft 2 or something. I also saw like I saw a big version of one of these red things on like a title screen or something. I'm not sure exactly how that would work if there is a big guy, but anyway. From this point onwards, once my opponent runs out of turns and I get infinite turns, and by that I mean it just finishes everything off for me. And unfortunately I ended up getting a draw at the end of this game, and then my game just straight up crashed, which was certainly a thing. Anyway, that's about it for this video. I might make a couple more videos about retro games, maybe I'll do one of each, but I guess we'll see that later. For now though, take care everyone. Bye bye.